with Whoopi, Michelle Collins, Joy Behar, Candace Cameron Bure, Raven Simone, and Paula Ferris. Now, let's get things started.
Welcome to The View. Yeah. ABC chief legal correspondent, pardon me, Sonny Hostin is back at the table. Okay, let's get right into it. Now, there was a surveillance video out there, and an Indiana mom saw her son allegedly, I have to say allegedly, shoplifting, okay? She turned him into the police. Would you rat out your kids?
First of all, let me just say before we go into what we would do, this little boy was hilarious because they said when he got arrested, he was like, my mom is going to kill me. He went in, and he confessed to so many other things because he knew his mama was coming for him. That's kind of like how my mama is.
Mamas are scarier than the police. That's the thing, is that when your mama is after you, and that's, my question about it is, was this his first offense?
No.
It wasn't. Because I wonder if maybe the first time the mother found out, she tried to discipline him on her own, and then outside sources got there. And eventually, you know, I think as a parent, you don't know what to do. You know, you have to kind of turn to law enforcement. It's almost like when you have an intervention. You have to let someone hit rock bottom in order for them to realize how much more they can achieve. So that's...
I would never turn my kid in.
I wouldn't either. I was going to say, I'm going to be alone in this. And
no,
it sounds
I'm right there with you.
Since I'm the former prosecutor, but I think I would be the parent that hides the body.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah. Here's the deal.
Wow.
If I'm being very honest, and I talked to Whoopi about it. Whoopi was like, don't say that. But she did. If I'm being honest, because I was in the criminal justice system as a prosecutor, once you know how the sausage is made, you don't eat the sausage. And the bottom line is, prison does not rehabilitate people. When you have a young person with a record, their life is effectively over.
But he committed a crime.
I know. I think I would hide the body, if I'm being honest.
Even for murder? See, it's one thing, shoplifting, which is, it's still, you know, obviously an offense. But when it comes to something like murder, I mean, when you watch these documentaries on Netflix, you see how these murders have torn families apart because they really don't know what to do. I think hiding the body is a little extreme, and then you yourself are going to be in jail.
Would you hide the body with me?
My kid could be the Unabomber. I wouldn't turn him in.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd put him in a bunker and go to the movies with him. I would never turn my kid in, because I feel that if your kid is stealing or doing stuff, that look at yourself. See what went on in the home. See what's going on in your neighborhood. There are reasons, because if you put him in jail, like she says, his life is over. It's just shoplifting. It's just shoplifting. It's not who among us hasn't shoplifted. Oh, just me?
Let me say two things. Shoplifting is an illness. That is an illness. That is something that needs to get taken care of. That is something that can be, it's an illness. It is.
Kleptomania.
Kleptomania.
But also when you're young, sometimes you shoplift just to be cool.
Wait a second, you never shoplifted as a kid at all?
Let me tell you what happened when I shoplifted. And we were at a store that we normally go to. I had a little bracelet on. I didn't realize I was shoplifting, and I just left the store like everyone does. My mama looked me in the eye, cussed me out. And then we went back to the store, and she was like, I got her for you. Don't even worry about it. But at a certain time, just like Dr. E said on Twitter, it depends on the child's age. Under 10, explain the 10 Commandments again. Over 10, you got to turn them in. You really do, because that's the only way they're going to learn.
The other thing is, you have to also, no, but excuse me, you know, you said to look at yourself as a mother. How many people out there have mental illnesses where it's something you can't control? It doesn't go back to how you raised them, how your home was.
Well, you mean the kid is like a bad seed?
Not a bad seed, that there is something mentally wrong with this person. You look at this,
then you get him help.
There's a thing called the murder gene.
Yeah, but after they've murdered someone, sometimes I hate to say it, jail is the answer.
We're not talking about murder. We're just talking about picking up a lipstick.
No, wait, I'm going back to hide the body, which Sonny kept saying.
Yeah,
so I think I'm thinking about the body that we're hiding. That's
No, not body, not murder. Listen, if your kid murders somebody, you have lost that battle, and that kid needs a lot of help and probably has to go to jail. I would not hide the body. That's a bit much.
I'm probably going to hide the body.
Thank you, Joy.
It's the view. It's my view. I'm honest. I'm being honest.
As you should.
I really am being honest.
When I was a kid, I stole a red brassiere, I remember. I just was attracted to the color. I was probably around 11 or so. And I said, yeah, my girlfriends and I were like, let's go in the 5 and 10 and get a, and also a Tangy lipstick. That was another thing. In my day, there was something called Tangy lipstick. And I stole that too.
Do you still have it?
I still have it, yeah. No, it's
Are you wearing this bra?
It's in a museum. Okay, here's another subject for you girls. Yes. Does your partner look like your mother or your father? Because apparently humans are hardwired to pick spouses that look like their parents. I always am very attracted to a tall, skinny Jewish guy with an astigmatism. That is my type. Now, my father father was Italian. He was Italian, but he was a skinny guy, very thin. And I like a tall, skinny guy.
Was he tall, your dad?
Yeah, well, for an Italian, yeah.
He was like 5'6".
Right, he wasn't that
Huge
tall.
for Italian. No, I believe that actually, because my father is not your type in that he's a short, fat, bald Jew. But I love bald guys. I don't mind guys with dad bod. And I'll tell you something, you know, I've always brought this up on the show. I don't mind dating a shorter guy either.
Yeah.
And my mom is taller than my dad. I grew up seeing that. And so it's sort of, yeah, I love a bald. You know, when I met Larry David, that was like my Brad Pitt.
Yeah,
I was
he's
like,
cute.
oh, Larry.
Larry's very
Larry's
cute.
hot,
Yeah.
What about you? I mean,
When I did date men, I never dated people that looked like my father. Now that I date girls, I pick people that have the same outlook and thinking as my parents do, and sometimes that gets me messed up because I'm like, oh my goodness, you're acting just like my dad or just like my mom, and that kind of. We'll have a little day today. I gotta like cut that off because I think something's wrong with that. But otherwise, no, I don't really do that. I guess because
when you think about it in a way, you know how these actors are always marrying models, gorgeous models?
I know.
Those marriages don't last because
Sometimes they do,
because those
Joy.
models don't look like their mothers.
That's right.
there you go.
Leo DiCaprio's mother, I love her.
no, they look like your fantasy.
But she's a model.
They look like your fantasy.
Listen,
And
Leo
sometimes
should
your
call
fantasy-
me because I look sort of more like his mother than those models do. So that's exciting for me. But what about you?
How about
Sonny?
you, son?
No, I don't date. I haven't dated anyone that looks like my dad. Although the value system is generally the same. Like sometimes my husband says something, like I could hear my father saying that exact thing.
me too.
But not look.
But they also say that because I've known people who've dated. My girlfriend married a guy who looked exactly like her. Like, forget the parent, they were twins, and her name was Becky, and I used to call him Man Beck. And by the way, she's for sure watching. This is great. And he's Australian. He used to call up in college, and be like, "Yeah, hello, is Becky there?" I was like, "Ugh, hold on a second." Anyways, they got married, and they are twins. These two, Australian Becky.
That's weird.
And maybe
It is,
it's
right?
also some type of comfort if you're you know attracted to someone. You know that you're comforted because you grew up with those people for so long, or however you feel about it. That's nice.
So, did you know that people who have hot sex are smarter? This is a thing, I just was reading about it.
I do know that.
So that, easy girl. People have hot sex apparently score higher on intelligence tests. I mean,
We do.
That would mean that. So according to this, the Kardashians are in Mensa. According to this
That's
study.
hilarious. What do you guys think? The hot sex. I mean, I'm a genius. And when I do,
Are you really a genius?
I really
Yes,
am.
she is. She's
I
a
really
child
am.
genius.
We were
I
two
grew up-
child geniuses. I skipped a grade. They wanted to put me into the fifth grade. See, we skipped grades. Listen, we were very smart kids. I admit that I hit a wall in the fifth grade. I secretly, and you know, my theory is they moved me up because I was so tall. They were like, yeah, she's a genius. Put her in the fifth grade. Anyways.
I was skipped a grade too. I skipped the fourth grade.
See, and the hot sex. There you go.
And the hot sex.
But the thing is, do both partners have to be intelligent? Because you know I sleep with idiots.
said it's
I mean, I sleep with real dummies.
Michelle, they
But
said
they'll be
it's
smarter later.
That's great.
They
see?
said it's mostly men, and I talked to a man about it, and he said once they, you know, they free themselves of what happens after sex, they're able to think a little bit clearer, which helps them answer questions better. So
It's like Seinfeld. Remember when George didn't have sex for a long time and he, anyways.
that's
But
different.
they said in this study that women are smarter with words, but not necessarily after hot sex, but not necessarily with numbers. But that's true without hot sex. Isn't it true? Women are better in English and literature than they are in math.
So
They
don't
have
do your
said
top
that.
I mean, maybe that's a stereotype, and I'll get letters.
I do. I think it's a
I don't think it's a
stereotype.
stereotype. I think it has something to do with the side of the brain. Not that there's not brilliant mathematicians who are female. I'm sure there are.
I think there are many, many women that are really great at science and math.
They are. There are.
100%.
There are.
Yeah.
And I'm not one of them. We'll be right back with more Hot Topics.
Which host gets called out for being too loud in bed? Find out next. The View's Hot Topics are getting hot, hot, hot. Hello. And just wait till you see what we do next.
Wait, ding the bell for me.
Thank you. Yeah, baby. Smart, funny, fearless. The place to be heard is The View. It's The View on ABC.
And welcome back. Welcome back to The View. Okay, so there's an article in the HuffPost that debunks all of these sleep myths everybody believes. They say, for example, they say that women snore as much as men. Now, I find that very annoying to hear that. I mean, I don't believe it. I do not snore as much as Steve. It's like an elephant in the room.
You and me both. I mean, I have to wear earplugs actually every single night. Every single
He
night.
said, you know what he said to me the other night, though? He said to me, the morning, he says to me, oh, Joy, you were snoring like a lumberjack last night. I said, how dare you impugn my femininity? Because you're just picturing yourself. You know, it's like so awful.
I love the word impugn. It's always very well used, yeah.
But snoring isn't a sexist thing. It has something to do with the
I
way
know,
your
but there's
lungs
something
are.
so unattractive about a woman
masculine.
snoring.
I know.
No, you can't help it though. She can't go anywhere else to snore. That's not a sexist thing. It's something that's going.
My parents have split rooms because my father snores like the Jurassic Park, like the water shakes when he opens his mouth.
Yeah.
And my mother hasn't slept for 40 years. And the second the kids were out of the house, my father went to the guest room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm very proud to announce on national television that I do not snore. I actually, people think because I'm tall or whatever, I'm the best sleeper.
How do you know? You're sleeping. How do you know?
I've never heard I've heard other people snore, and I've wanted to, like, you know, sleep, but I sleep like a log.
Complaints about you.
My
5
mom
stars on
snores.
Yelp.
My mom snores horribly, and my father recorded her one night because she swears she didn't believe it, and he played it back. And she's like, I can't believe I snore this much. It's like, yeah,
Okay, here's another
horrible.
myth.
She doesn't know that she's doing it.
Another myth is that women just love to cuddle. That they love to cuddle more than men. Now, I know that I'm postmenopausal. It's like, get off of me, I'm hot. Is my mantra. I can't have someone on top of me, near me, grabbing me, cuddling, all of that. No, get away.
It's like The Revenant.
I need a ceiling fan. I need air conditioning in the middle of the winter.
I think that's maybe the cuddling thing is early in the relationship. I've been married almost 20 years.
Yeah.
I don't want to cuddle. I'm not into
You know what it is? It's in the early part and the later part when you're old. You see old couples are always cuddling up, and when they're young, they're doing.
I don't need a cuddle.
What if it's cold outside? Maybe they need some warmth or an extra body pillow.
No, it's supposed to be affectionate.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Do you cuddle? See, Raven, you strike me as a cuddler.
No,
You're
I
like
cuddle.
the warmest person.
I cuddle when it's cold. I'm cold. Give me some.
She does not like to be
affectionate.
No. She doesn't like to be touched that much, do you?
No,
She doesn't.
Don't touch me, Joy.
She doesn't like it.
No, but when I sleep, it depends on who you are. Sometimes I do like it, and sometimes I don't. It depends. Honestly, it depends on how hot or cold it is.
Really? For me, it's the moon cycle. If it's a half moon, I'm in for the cuddle. If it's a new moon, I'm a little more. I'm not a super affectionate person, but once that sex barrier has been broken, I am on you like a flotation device. Like, I will not let go. Once I know that we have that with each other, that's the one.
All right, how about this? Is dieting turning you into a jerk? You know, this is sort of obvious, that if you're not eating, you're going to be in a bad mood. I mean, we read this as a study, as if I didn't know this. You're just bitchy when you're hungry.
Yeah.
There's no question about it, right?
That's true. I gave up sugar January 1st, and I was an evil, nasty person until I got over that sugar kick. At least 30 days.
It's because your body, actually, because I watched this, it was a great movie, actually, on Netflix called Fed Up, about, like, the sugar industry.
Girl,
Oh, my God, are you kidding me here?
That is
what
my
was that?
show.
What
That was
just
my-
happened?
like
that hurt so
sugar
much.
Satan.
But sugar is Satan, and it locks into you. It's like a limitless pill, where all of a sudden you have sugar and you can, like, lift a car up.
It's true. It's
But
true.
when you get off of it, it's like a drug.
It's
But
horrible.
They also say a reason that you get angry when you're, sorry about that, when you get angry when you're dieting is because in your mind you're always going, no, I shouldn't have this, no, I shouldn't have this, no, I shouldn't have this. And if you believe in the power of words, if you tell yourself no all the time, you're going to be angry because you're like, I can't have anything, I can't go anywhere,
Right.
I can't go with friends to have a drink. It's a self-deprivation, so it can't be good for the soul in that
Well,
way.
you know, they're
like
saying
it.
that skinny people don't diet. They don't diet.
skinny. Why do they
No,
need to diet?
They don't go on diets. That's how skinny people do it. This is what they do. Half of these people in this study weighed themselves weekly. Do you do that?
Hourly.
Oh, no.
I'm like, oh, shouldn't have had that latte.
96% of skinny people eat breakfast. You have to eat breakfast.
Yes.
You have to eat breakfast.
All right. 90% exercise. Oh, shut up.
That's a problem.
92% reported being conscious of what they ate.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
that's
Every skinny girl I know, you know what makes me crazy? I know a lot of skinny girls who live in New York who will go out for dinner and they'll order steak frite and spinach and like 50 whiskeys.
Yeah.
That's key. And then they'll drink and have one fry. This skinny girl is laughing because you do it. I see it in her eyes. She's like, they'll have one fry, they'll push the steak around, maybe have a bite, and then they'll be like, I'm full.
I'm so
and that's
full.
it. And that's what they eat.
Yeah, because they drink.
Because they're drunk.
They drink.
But a lot of calories in bourbon.
You know, the French are supposed to be skinny. The French, you know, they don't get fat. That's because they smoke.
No.
When you smoke, you're not as hungry. Let's face it.
Joy, I think that the people overseas
You're right.
are a lot skinnier in those places because their food is not injected with the crazy stuff
Well, there's
that our
that.
country puts in our food. We put extra sugar, we put extra salt, we put all this extra stuff.
huge portions.
Big, huge portions. And then they go, oh, it's organic. But it's not. It's just charging you more.
You know,
you can't even grow
true.
stuff.
You know,
in your
that's a
garden
nice
anymore.
thought. That's a nice idea. But I don't eat any crappy food, and I still on Weight
No,
Watchers.
It's not the.
I eat
it's not
only
always-
natural food, good food.
It's not always food in your packages, Joy. It's not always food in the packages. It's what goes into the animal before it gets on your plate. It's how the animal is
ahead, Ray.
killed before it gets
She's
on your plate.
right.
It's about what goes in the soil before it gets on your plate. So you can eat broccoli all day, but if your broccoli is hormonally messed up,
Girl, you
you're
get that
gonna
hormonal broccoli?
I
What kind
hate
of broccoli are you
I'm not
eating?
eating broccoli.
Are you eating that hormone broccoli?
I'm just saying.
So maybe we should be vegetarians, but have organic broccoli. Is that what you're saying?
Like grow your own. That's the answer.
I'm not
honestly.
growing my own. I live in Manhattan.
One little.
Where am I going to grow it? In my hallway? We'll be right back.
You get very skinny if you grow your own food.
Why does Christopher Maloney's goatee have the fashion world hypnotized? Find out next.
Christopher Maloney was one of my favorite good guys on Law & Order SVU, but I'm not sure whose side he's on in the new series Underground, which is about slaves planning an escape in the pre-Civil War South. Take a look.
There'll be far more people willing to help you along the way. I don't know how you're going to slip back in the city without being seen, though. Unless I hide you in my wagon. It's okay, that's my son.
Oh, we have to bring back the love.
Get on in there, flush her out.
Please help me welcome Christopher Maloney.
Thanks for having me.
Wow.
Hey, Christopher.
Check out the new goatee. Hello.
It's 50-50 out there on social media.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Well, GQ said it was hypnotizing and glorious.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
And?
Yes. Can I touch it?
Yes.
Let me touch it. I like a little hair on my men. Especially if it's on their head.
I'm making up for it. I'm
And I have
transferring
to say, I hug people when they come onto the set. Yeah, there was, wow. It's
I don't mess around with the hug.
chiseled under there. It's like,
Yeah, well, you
Wow.
must have an incredible workout schedule, right? Am I right?
Yeah, I do. I really enjoy it. It's a stress reliever. You know, I do a little martial arts, a little weights and all that stuff.
I like that you've been here for 2 minutes and we've treated you like a piece of meat. We're like, we love you.
it is chiseled.
One more thing. We were talking about hot sex making you smarter. So what's your IQ?
Mensa, that's all.
He's Mensa.
Mensa sister.
And your kids, your daughter dresses you, I heard?
My daughter,
Yeah.
Miss Sophia, she's about to turn 15. It's really funny. It's such a role reversal because
Cute.
Yeah.
that's 15. That's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
It's beautiful.
But it's such a role reversal because I don't really have a deep fashion sense. So, but it's usually the parent who goes, no, you're not walking out of the house just like that. It's my daughter going, Dad, let me see. Turn around, go back upstairs.
Oh, my God. That's funny.
I want to bring up your show for 2 seconds, then I want to move on to a hobby that you have.
Underground.
First, Underground. I want to say that you worked with a friend of mine, Jussie Smollett and Journey Smollett, and I'm very happy to hear about that. The show's awesome. Just want to put that out there. Second is you're a pilot.
I am.
And can you please inform us how you started to become a pilot? Or why you became one?
Well, you know, I met John Travolta, and we became friends. And he actually invited my family and I down to his place in Florida.
Oh.
And he lives in an aviation community.
Yes.
You know, they have a private airstrip for the 40 houses that are in this community. So they're all aviation nuts. He had a plane there that it's the only time I've ever gotten bitten by a bug was when I became an actor. I got bit by the acting bug, and I got bit by the aviation bug. And
Better than the Zika virus.
yes, my head is far bigger. Yes, and I actually worked recently with John Travolta, and he said to me, he goes, you know, of all the people that I've become friends with, and they've become enamored with flying, he says, you're the only one to have done it, not only got your license, but gone all the way, and so now I fly a jet.
Oh, a jet.
You fly your family.
I fly my family out.
You fly your family.
That's like Jacqueline. Were you going to be waiting there in the radio?
I could be, yeah.
Christopher Maloney.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm a nervous flyer, actually. Were you a nervous flyer before learning to be a pilot?
I hate to admit to this, but I'm a nervous jet pilot.
Comforting.
No, I'm just very cautious when it comes to that. Everything just has to be right.
Yeah.
So, you
Well,
know.
I want to talk to you about Underground also because it's just so well done. So well done. John Legend is a producer.
Right.
But your part in it, it's a little difficult to understand because is he a good guy or is he a bad guy?
Yeah, you know, that's why I signed on. You know, he's a guy, I think, conflicted. He's a guy caught up in time and circumstances and the economic system, which is slavery, which was slavery in the Deep South at that time. You know, he has financial considerations they used to do. He also, you know, has a sense of empathy and morality deep within him. So he's a man in conflict.
I love the show.
I think it's great that shows are coming out about slavery now.
Yes.
It's an American thing, very interesting. I mean, it's an incredible subject to our history. It's wonderful.
And you know what I appreciate about the show is that it's not black, white. It was written, really well written, and you get to see everybody's point of view. Even the plantation owner, you know, to the manor born, and you know, this is just what he knows, and it doesn't make him a good guy.
Yeah.
But you know, if anything, they try and be as fair as they can. And the abolitionist movement and the Underground Railroad, it wasn't blacks against whites. If anything, it was whites and blacks coming together. Why? You know, just off the principles that Martin Luther King laid down, which was, you know, the content of your character. This is why I'm doing it, from a moral
morality
stance.
choice.
You do something else. You are a karate expert. Are you a martial arts expert? I'm sorry, I'm skipping. Can you show me something
Are you
before
a
we
black
leave?
belt in karate?
Because she has her black
Because I
belt.
have a black belt on, and I'm happy to give it to you. So please, Christopher,
No, you are not allowed to put that on. Yeah, no,
Come on, I want to see some moves really quick because they're gonna. Oh, let's go. I'm ready.
Please.
I'm ready. I was a purple belt.
You're a purple belt? All right, so, well, I train Muay Thai, which is...
Let's go.
So, let's see. You know, so the kicks, you know, I can do a kick through into the abdomen.
Okay.
And go up into the face.
Okay.
You can come a kick.
Oh.
Yeah, but I would
Not right
never.
there, you're not gonna touch.
Well, no, but this is your striking tool. So if you wish, here, I'll give you a place to kick. You want?
What am I doing? This?
What? Let's go.
Good girl. Baby, take this.
Thank you. Wow, that was good. And Raven, apparently you're not just a child genius, you're also a karate expert.
Joy, you're learning so much about me
I'm
today.
telling you.
Thank you so
And
much.
Christopher
Thank you.
Maloney, always a pleasure to see you. Thanks so much. Underground airs Wednesday nights on WGN America. We'll be right back.
You know something, everybody? I'm one of the real wild crowd. I can't wait to introduce this to the ladies. Next.
No one knows how to travel with an entourage better than this guy. Please welcome the host of Jack Hanna's Wild Countdown and Jack Hanna's Into the Wild, Jack Hanna. Hello. Thank you for coming. I'm so excited.
We love animals.
Yes, we do.
You do now.
Yeah, no, we always do.
You have 2 baby servals
Right.
that are coming up. Please,
Right.
let's get started because I think the audience is going to love them. Tell us all.
Real quickly, everyone. You have to remember something. The server, if they start acting up, we'll put them on the ground.
You're putting it on the ground.
The one thing, everybody, about this cat, look at it closely. This cat, everybody, this cat, everyone, has the greatest leaping ability up straight than any cat in the world. This cat, when it's full grown, they get to be about maybe 30, 40 pounds, can go up in the air up to 12 feet and grab a bird flying.
Whoa.
The only one in the world that can do it.
Do they use litter boxes?
Where are they normally from?
These animals, folks, are from Africa, obviously. But one quick thing. In Egypt, it's where you want, it's amazing. I know you haven't been to Egypt lately, but if you go there, eventually, go in the pyramids. This is drawn on the inside of the pyramids.
Wow.
Actually, the pharaohs were even buried with the pharaohs. We don't know if it was something that had to do with religion or a pet or what it is.
This exact cat?
Yes.
Yeah.
You'll see the exact drawing there, thousands of years ago.
Do they get bigger?
Oh, yes, about
They're gorgeous.
35,
I want to be
40
buried with
The
all
cat
my
gets this
cats.
big.
You know that. I'm like, put all of them in the coffin.
The ears. Look at the ears.
Oh, the ears are a good point. The ears, everyone, very good point. Behind those ears, you folks in the audience at home can see there's maybe you can see them. There's spots on those ears, aren't they? They're called eye spots. So this cat full grown is eating a rabbit, let's say, or whatever it is in Africa, is eating it. A lion will come up weighing 600, 700 pounds. We'll see this thing maybe 15 yards away because lions have eaten cats, right? He'll look at it and go, no. He walks away. Why? Because he can't figure out what this thing is looking backwards at him. It's called eye spots. Very important to some animals in nature.
And how did you say how big they were going to get? I forgot.
About 25, 30, 40 pounds.
Oh, my God.
Jack Hanna, can we please move on to the next animal? I'm so excited to see what else you have
They're
for us.
so
This
live.
is so
Adorable.
beautiful.
Yes.
What's next?
I don't know what exactly the big one.
Oh my goodness, what is this?
I don't. I think over
There's
here.
that seal.
You know,
I don't-
this thing looks a little familiar.
Because what you ladies have
Okay,
on,
wait.
what you ladies have on, I don't want to go through your
Oh my
neck.
God, yes.
Okay.
I love this so much.
Yes. So what is this? What is this?
Now remember something,
About,
everybody.
about to make out with me.
Oh my God, I got some today.
Anyway.
I love it.
What this thing, it's a bear cat or binturong, all right? They're from Malaysia, Borneo, Sumatra, that part of the world.
Falling.
The animal's called a bear cat. It's a binturong, is a real name. Bear cat means because it has a hair of a bear. It has whiskers like a cat, called the bear cat. That tail, by the way, is the strongest prehensile tail of any animal in the world. A possum has a tail.
It is really strong. I
That
feel it
is so
around my arm.
strong. Let me tell you something. You feel it? If
I
that
really do.
full grown, his tail is this long and this thick. If it got around her neck, she wouldn't be there in about 30, 40 seconds.
Really?
How about the
No,
claws?
put it back on her neck.
Put it back on my neck.
No.
Wait.
The claws.
The claws are very important. The claws, they rip open everything. This animal here is in the mongoose family. What's that mean? It eats anything. I don't care what. It's like our Wolverine. Our Wolverine has been known to eat an elk.
I love it.
This animal here, folks, can take down a king cobra. One drop of venom, a king cobra can kill an elephant. How does he do it? He walks around the cobra, striking like this, right? The cobra is, he walks around. Then he starts running around the cobra.
So
and the
cute.
cobra,
That's amazing.
the cobra's going like this. And all of a sudden, the cobra gets so dizzy, he falls over, he bites the cobra's head off. I mean, it's not funny, but it's funny to watch.
Let's see what's next.
That's
Let's
why
see
he-
what's
It smells like popcorn. It's
Does it
wild.
smell like popcorn?
Yeah. It's delicious.
These are
What's next?
leopards.
Hi, baby.
Yes,
baby
it does smell like
leopards?
popcorn.
Oh, what is this?
Listen, everybody, look at it closely, everyone. This is why they're the most endangered cat in the world. Guess how many left in the wild?
How
in the
many?
world?
How many?
Less than 50.
Oh.
But however, in the zoological world, with the Columbus Zoo and the zoos throughout this country, American Zoo and Aquarium Association, what they do is with the SSB, Species Survival Plan, these animals all know where their gene pools are. These animals can get up a breeding loan in Australia, Europe, wherever. Because we need, in the zoological world, we have quite a few of these. So when people talk about zoological parks and what we do, remember, folks, it's an ark. It's an ark that will have animals for many generations to come. They will be able, and someday we can get these back in the wild. They're from Russia, China, that part of the world.
Why is it that there's so few of them? Is there poaching going on?
There was a lot of stuff with coats in the early days. The problem now is overpopulation, pushing them into areas they don't have the food. This coat here, everyone, is like silk. It's not like a lion, a tiger, a jaguar. It's very rough and oily. It's amazing, this coat. It really is. I wish each and every one of you could feel this cat. But they're an animal, everyone, that also goes in the snow, some hot weather. Unlike the snow leopard, lives at high altitudes.
Yeah.
This animal has all kinds of weather decisions. Plus, their legs are a lot shorter than other cats, so it does walk in snow and things like this.
They're so playful, like
so
they're
cute.
babies.
You know,
Explain
the
to you.
playing everybody's very important. When you watch them play, they'll jump on each other, they'll grab the back of the neck, that type of thing. That's important.
Oh, this is absolutely amazing. Jack has even more animals to show us when we come back.
I love that.
Can you keep a secret? Because next week, the view's full of epic surprises.
I can't wait.
Just look who's coming to our house. Plus, surprise, it's Candace's birthday.
I am so excited.
Next week on the Emmy-nominated...
We're back with Jack Hanna. I mean, what do we have here?
The two-toed sloth, this goes back to the dinosaur era. The prehistoric sloth weighed over 1,000 pounds. As you can see here, it's mostly hair. Some people think the sloth is just so gentle. It's not. I've seen him take off a part of an arm in just a split second.
This hair
However,
looks like what
Is it
grows
a
out of my
monkey
head when I
family?
finish my stuff.
It's a two-toed sloth.
Is it the monkey family?
No, monkey, no.
It looks like a monkey.
That's good.
What does it eat?
It's in the sloth family.
Is it a vegetarian?
No, it eats like fruits, leaves, everything. You gotta be very careful.
Can I
Those
try?
teeth are very dull.
You know what I love? The pink
sloth,
snout.
everybody, is an animal who
No.
spent his whole life in 3 or 4 trees. It's an animal who comes down the ground 1 day a week. Everyone, it's an animal who comes down the ground 1 day a week to go to the bathroom. Why does it do that? Because jaguars, ocelots, other animals, if they hear the droppings come down, they'll eat him, so it comes down there.
1 day a week, is it constipated or what?
Hey, Sloth.
I've been doing shows for years, I've never been asked that question.
Well, 1 day
like
a week. Do they
Passover.
get it? Some Metamucil.
Do they sleep off? Do they sleep a lot?
They do sleep a lot.
Oh my God. What's that?
Everyone, look at this closely, everybody. There's only about a dozen of these in our country.
Wow.
It's one of only 2 egg-laying mammals in the world. An egg-laying mammal. The duck-billed platypus and the echidna. The echidna, folks, when it lays the egg, it's hard to say it lays an egg. It's like an elephant laying an egg. They lay the egg, right? Look at how they say it. It's not a porcupine, by the way. Those are very sharp quills.
These are
The
not
echidna.
porcupines.
Echidna.
By the way, when it hatches the egg, the baby's there, it doesn't have a breast. So therefore, a blood red milk, not white or cream milk, secretes from her belly. And that's how they lick it, the babies do. The animal, you can see, those quills are very important. That animal will be chased by a dog or dingo in Australia, go down his hole, he leaves the rear end sticking out. Why that? Because the dog bites him, and that little protrusion at the rear end, and guess what? He's full of holes. That doesn't kill him, but it tells that dog or dingo, I won't go back there. And amazing again how Mother Nature teaches animals to protect themselves.
I mean, we need that as females. Don't go back there.
One thing I wanted to ask you was about...
Hilarious. You should make that, girl.
I'm gonna make that.
Go make that.
Can we see what other animal is coming up next?
All right?
Here you go. Here you go, Sloth.
I also want to ask you a bit about the polar bear.
Can I feed it? I'm afraid to.
Now, the polar bear, everybody, the polar bear is an incredible creature. The baby polar bear we had at Columbus Zoo, several zoos in the country breed the polar bears. It's an incredible animal. And I want you to see this here. This baby polar bear, why is the baby not with the mother? It's very simple. The polar bear born is like the size of a rat. That mother could weigh anywhere from 500 to 700 pounds. All she has to do is roll like this in her den, and all of a sudden, the baby's gone.
What's his name?
So this mother had last year, she rolled over a baby. This year, we had to take the baby, and right now, this baby is 5 months old. Is that unbelievable, folks?
It's unbelievable.
This is an iconic animal, the baby from Lopez Zoo. You gotta come and see it. You gotta come and see this.
We have one more animal, right? Can we see what that is?
My wife. It's a joke.
What?
Oh,
I love these.
What is that?
What's this? Armadillo.
Oh, now, this is armadillo.
Yeah.
People don't know this.
thought
Guess
they were
what?
bigger.
Yeah, we want to touch it. Look at that. Touch him. Now, what she doesn't know is the armadillo is the only animal in the world that carries leprosy. The only one in the world.
Come on, never always do that, Jack.
No, I'm
Jack,
not,
you always do that.
no, I'm not doing it for fun.
I know
Don't
you're
worry
not.
about it. He had a bath. I'm just joking. There is no, I'm not joking. The armadillo did carry leprosy way back when. They do not do that today. It's the only one we know in the world. This is rebanded armadillo, a very rare animal in that part of South America. And they do, I'm sorry, they cook this part of consumption, like a taco in the fire. However, because of that, they now are using other foods. This is a rebanded armadillo, everyone. And one that's, the hearing of an armadillo, folks, is some of the greatest hearing in the world.
I said scurries. It's making me nervous.
It looks like a tick. It looks like a large tick.
But this is the
Definitely
only,
seen this in my New York apartment. Can I just add, like,
look at
this is scurrying away from me.
See this, folks? It's the only armadillo in the world that can go in a complete ball. No ant can get in there. So therefore, the only predator it has is jaguar or man or car, something like that.
Jaguar, because of the teeth. that
Exactly.
you get
Greatest
through
country
there?
probably
Yeah, and the cars.
Well, there you go.
I'm afraid, are they friendly?
What?
Are they friendly?
Don't get leprosy, girl. I ain't never
Girl,
heard of
I
you
already
again.
got leprosy. I'm kidding. Girl, you know I got that.
One last thing. The hearing on this animal is incredible. They say they can hear a worm up to 10 inches a foot underground. Have you ever heard of a worm? I heard this 8 years ago. I go to my driveway, pick up a worm, you know, it rains worms there. I make sure nobody's watching me. If you're trying to listen to worms sometime, but don't anybody watch you listen to worm. You think I'm crazy, don't you?
Here, I can hear a lot. I can
I'm
hear
just telling you,
right?
this animal's hearing is...
Some worms just don't shut
I hear
up.
a lot of worms in that tequila bottle, okay? That tequila bottle lets me hear all the worms. Our thanks to Jack Hanna, and be sure to watch his show, Jack Hanna Wild Countdown, Saturday mornings, right here on ABC. We'll be right back.
Oh, my God.
Well, this has been a wonderful experience, hasn't it? Michelle, your animal's cheating on you.
I'm very upset.
I know.
I saw it happening. I didn't want to say anything, but we'll talk later.
Oh, it's like a boa if you have it around your neck, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like a,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
And
it's
it
an
smells like popcorn.
Don't leave it on your head.
This animal smells like popcorn.
Yeah.
Exactly like popcorn.
It really does. Why is that?
Because he eats popcorn.
Oh, is that, that must be it.
No,
Okay.
everybody has their own odor, you know that.
No, I
mean,
don't know
not that you have odor. I'm just kidding. I don't mean it that way. The skunk has an odor. Everybody has odor.
Yeah, that's true.
And all of these animals are at the Columbus Zoo?
At Columbus Zoo, and I encourage everybody to come and see the baby polar bear this spring. I'm telling you something, it's unbelievable. You'll see the polar bear swinging above you in these big old rooms. It's spectacular. Then you go to the wild. It's 10,000 acres right next door. It's amazing to see the zoo. It really is.
You have a great job, you know that?
I've been very blessed. I was
You
raised on a
was
farm in Tennessee and
so
great to be a
great.
zookeeper. I can't believe it.
And we have a great job. And we would like you to have a wonderful day, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take a little time, you know what, to enjoy the view.